everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Dad Games Badly. We are back here today with more NHL 21 and our Tulsa Boars 2 Ways to Win Draft to Glory franchise. Now, if you remember the last episode, the last season, we did quite well. We came in, made it to the conference finals. This team was unreal. The top line of Kanapka, Antonovich, and Volkov went off. They were the top three leading scorers. Volkov won every award. He just went off last year. Oh, yeah. Might want to see. Oh, it's not going to let me do it that way. So silly. I believe 136 points is what Volkov ended the season with. He's still only an 89, however, exact top six forward. Let's take a look here. Yeah, 126, 106. Like, the team just went off. And as you can see, our lineup here, Kanapka, Antonovich, and Volkov are back. Bodine, Smith, and LeBlond. I wanted to have DeRosier up there, but as you can see, it brings us down to a -1. So DeRosier is down here with Olvestad and Browner. Our captain, Ekholm, Cody Little, has made the team this season. We are going to see who is... Oh, he is the best face-off man there. As well as Dwight Cook, the leading scorer in the AHL for our team last year with 57 points. We know he's capable of doing quite a lot. He's 22. He's got some time to grow. The medium top six, former first-round draft pick, 29th overall. We got a steal on him with Magnus Ekholm, of course. Defensively, this is where things get a little squirrely. We have quite a few decent defenders, but nobody that's really stepped up and taken the reins. So I've had to kind of move some stuff around. I'd love to have Froats up, but it just doesn't work, unfortunately. So Maxime Fleury and Braxton Cornett are here on the top line getting a +3. Ramo Koronin and Dwayne McCauley getting a -1, but I figure if they're already 83s, they're playing, you know, middle pair of minutes, and 82 isn't terrible. And then you got 0 on the back end. Had to bring Stu Dixon in. Honestly, those puck skills, the senses category, the skating category, he's not fast, but he gets to his top speed. I just feel that it's great to have him there. And then, of course, in goal, Hamill and Leached are back. Honestly, I got them on super cheap one-year deals because that was the only way to get things done and fit everybody under contract. We're right up against the cap again. And then, of course, because of that, I decided not to sign players to fill the roster. I figure we'll get everybody a shot. We'll have some people that play in the AHL, but most of them will just be undrafted players that the AHL team signs. So, of course, Ben DeHaan, Goligoski, Ab. So Goligoski, Ab, Burrows, Branta, and Ben DeHaan are all ours. And then on defense, everybody is ours. Matty Williams was going to be up on the team this season. He would have been a good fit, I feel. He's not quite ready, however, but he was a good fit up there. Bedrick Coberley is ours. Harry Eminger, he was quite low, but he's getting a shot with Poirier. German and Kurt Card are all here. And then in net, this is where the surprise is. Shatan and Stromberg have both gone up. Both still young enough, 76 at 22. Hoping at the end of the season we're seeing a 79 out of Shatan. Again, you know, a 78 out of Stromberg. 76 even would be good. And the only other person that's really sitting that we need to worry about is Mazzaros. But he's not quite there. He's a lot like... what's his pickle? Hamill, where he's got like really good glove, but his glove is a lot worse. I need to get a coach for goaltending in the AHL because I don't have that yet. So we will quickly sign them. Easiest way to do that is go to teaching, select the best one. Oh, interesting. There we go. Goalies, B and a D. It's probably going to be the best you're going to... Do I have a B and a C? Probably not. That person would have been gone faster than you can say, no, you are not worth that. Johan Anderson. So we'll give him as much money as we can. Our budget, as you can see, is maxed. I'll show you how max it is. 999. We have 3 guys making basically $10 million, and everybody else is making 2. So that person will get very little, but should be fine. I need to assign our scout. There he goes, Malmstrom. Where do you need to go, Malmy? 11 scouts active. 8 and 3. Okay. Just make sure. Got 1, 2, 3, 4. Nordic, we've got 3. Russia, there's 1. Rest of the world, no one cares. Alright, where in the CHL must you go? To the O. There you go. Alright, so now that we can actually get the season started here, let's go ahead and sim to the regular season. I have high hopes for this team. Honestly, I'm a little concerned because we don't have as much forward depth anymore. I let a lot of guys go, in all honesty. Guys that were, you know, bottom 6 UFAs, AHL UFAs, medium top, well, not medium top 9s, but like exact top 9s. Guys that were of that age where they were no longer going to be of use to us, I feel. Definitely not concerned about money because I know how close to the cap we were. And this is our team. This is the Tulsa Boars 2030-2031 team. Let's go ahead and take a look at how we stack up against Anaheim. We are an 88, 87, and an 80, while Anaheim is an 87, 76, and a 59. Well, that is terrible. Is goaltending really that bad in this game? Like, is it because I've hoarded so many goalies that nobody has anybody? I don't even hoard that many. Like, I only have 5 medium elites and a medium starter. And then a bunch of fringe goalies I picked up in the last draft because that was terrible. So, yeah, it seems like we're a fairly decent team. They have us as a buyer, which is good news. I do want to take a quick look at this. Because then they'll just ask, be like, hey, take any of our garbage. Picks doesn't matter. But we need to make sure that at least the wads and the surplus go. Even though I believe I turned it off last time, so we might not get the offers anymore. But I still want to make sure we're prepared. Alright. Cancel that. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and sim through the season here together. Honestly, I've been enjoying that, going through everything. If you'd like me to speed it up, please just let me know in the comments. Start off with a shootout win and then a 7-3 loss against Columbus. We don't care about draft rankings because we're aiming for the top, and then we lose to St. Louis 4-2. Beat Nashville 7-2. And Florida's up next, where we beat them 3-1. Ottawa 8-4 win, starting to turn it around midway through the month of October. Lose to Winnipeg 4-2. They beat Carolina 5-3, and end the month with a 7-2 win over Buffalo. So we are currently 6-3 on the season. That's 12 points, which isn't too bad. Second in the division because Preds have played 1 less game, but we have destroyed them. Antonovich with 18 points in 9 games. Probably best to look at it here, so if I have to make any changes, I can. I'm probably not concerned about this top line. Yeah, 17, 18, and 12 points. Ooh, Volkov, buddy, what's going on? You're only 28. You shouldn't be regressing just yet. Then we've got LeBlanc with 4 points, 6 points for Trent Smith, and 7 for Modine. DeRosier with 6. Olvestad with 0. Browner with 4. Olvestad. I mean, yeah, you might have to move down. Cookie, can you? Okay, good enough. Cook had 4 points there in 7 minutes of ice time, plus 3 6 penalty minutes. I don't hate that. Going to give him a little boost there. He's got some speed. He's definitely more of a just well-rounded guy. We'll see how that works out for him. It's funny because he's definitely worse than Olvestad is. Browner, I'm not terribly concerned with you. Yeah, 4 points. Ekholm. All right, so Olvestad's on the outside looking in at this point. We got to keep an eye on that. Yeah, see, honestly, that's not doing too bad for these two. I don't hate it. Then you've got Jackie Froats. Yeah, everybody's doing quite well. And then in goal, Hill and Leach isn't having the best season. He's only played 4 games, so hopefully he can turn it around as we get through the month of November. We'll keep an eye on that as well. We don't have anyone to call up, unfortunately. Not like anybody would have been decent, but... All right, let's go ahead. 6-3. How many more games are we going to win this month? Colorado's up next here on the Sunday. Beat them 2-1. The Toronto-Pittsburgh back-to-back here, middle of the week. A loss to Toronto, big win over Pittsburgh. Dallas up next, 5-2 loss. 3-2 win over Vegas, which is good as they beat us in the playoffs last season. And it's going to be a good year for draft picks, so that's good to see. A 5-1 win over LA, and then a 6-4 loss against the Flames. New Jersey, that's a win, 4-1. 3-2 win over the Caps. So Chicago's up next Friday night, and we lose that one in the shootout, 6-5. 6-3 loss against Montreal on Sunday, and then a 3-2 shootout win over Tampa on Monday. Beat New York 6-1, and then the Flyers, we beat them as well, 7-6. So now we have 31 points on the season, looking 15-7-1. Looks like San Jose's got a better record than us coming up here on this game. Konopka now with 34 points. We'll take a quick look at Olvestad and those other guys. Yeah, not concerned with the first line. I mean, is it these two that's the problem? I mean, I just don't feel... I don't know. Modine has 18 points in 23 games. LeBlanc has 10. Drosier has 18. You know what? Let's do it. Let's just give them all. They're an 83. So we'll go ahead with that. Browner's doing fine. Cook's doing fine up there. 10 points. Got a little bit more ice time. LeBlanc, 10 points. We'll put him there. Olvestad now has 4 points on the fourth line. That's good. Cody Little has 5, and Ekholm is fine. So, all right, and then on D, we'll double check that. Yeah, the only one, Dwayne McCauley's got a -1, but he only has 5 points. He's definitely not a big scorer. He's definitely the more the defensive player. So I don't hate that. Dickey is being fine too. So. All right, I don't hate what's going on here, and the only really other thing is taking a look at Leached. He's turned it around already, and Hamill has been the one that's been sucking balls, so we'll keep on keeping on. Let's go ahead and see if we can beat Tampa here, or San Jose. We beat them in overtime. That's the way to do it. Good thing they're not in our division. So let's go through the month here of December. Arizona's up next on the 4th. And Central Scouting wants to say hi. 2-0 loss to the Coyotes. Can we beat the Oilers? We do not. 4-2. I don't want to have a bad month here, team. 7-3 win over the Rangers. Beat Detroit 2-1 in overtime. Vancouver, that's a 5-3 loss. Bruins are up next. 14-4-2. We beat them. We're definitely going to beat Minnesota here. Oh, of course not. We lost because they were the worst. They had a bad record, so why not? Then we beat Anaheim, Columbus, and San Jose, or St. Louis is up next. Goodness, I can never get teams straight. Lose to Nashville 4-3 in overtime. Florida here, 5-1 win to end the month. We're up 6 points on the Preds in the standings. We basically secured a playoff spot if we keep this up. Second best team in the league after the Oilers. No wonder we didn't beat them. Going to keep a quick eye just on those two players. I'm not really too concerned. We're going to see here. Yeah, it looks like they're just popping off. I don't care if they have negatives. Okay, yeah. Not too upset with that. Defensively, McCauley's picked it up again. Okay. And in net, Hamill, Leach, perfect. Double check everything over here. Schomburg, Shatan having a great season. Starting line. Don't hate any of that. Nobody's good enough to jump up, though, to take a spot. And defensively, Matty Williams has 80 penalty minutes in 36 games. You goon. 6'2", 20... My guy. I love how Kurt Carr's getting 18 minutes of ice time on his line. And the only person not getting minutes, like, okay, the 69 Harry Eminger is getting 17 minutes, and then Darius German is a 77 is getting 15. So definitely they think they should be playing together. At least the coach does, but that's just funny. All right, so not much going on there. They are 46 points on the season, sitting in 4th in their division. And we have to go jump back in to the Boars season here. So going through the month of January, Ottawa's up first. They're not doing too great, so we lose to them, of course. Lose to Winnipeg as well, 3-1. Then we beat the Canes. Finally get our first win of the month, 4-3. Then follow up to an 8-3 loss against Buffalo. Colorado's up next on a Saturday night. We beat them 5-3. Leafs lose in overtime. Penguins win in overtime. Is it our second back-to-back Leafs Penguins? Beat Dallas, beat Vegas, LA, Calgary up next here. Don't care about drafting right now. We're more focused on making the playoffs and sustaining what we can do there. So 5-1 win against the Kings and lose to Calgary and New Jersey, and then the All-Star break to finish off the month. Now 29, 16, and 3. I don't think that's good enough, team. We're still leading. You know, it wasn't the worst. I don't care. Everyone, you know, just needs to pick it up. You know, you have good months, bad months. That's how it goes. Not going to make any changes, team. Just work it out. Let's have a better month here. Overtime loss to Capitals to start it off. Then we beat Chicago. Lose to Montreal in the shootout. Then beat Tampa. Islanders up next on a Saturday night. 3-2 loss there. Not looking so great, team. Philly, we win. San Jose, we lose. Arizona, we beat them as well. Here are the Oilers, best team in the league last time we checked. And they show us why, but we get that pity point. Rangers up next. We give them a pity point, but that's okay. Beat Detroit. Can we beat Vancouver? We do in a shootout. Boston, that's a win. And Minnesota to finish off the month of February with another huge win. So let's just say it wasn't the best start to the season. Overtime loss, win, shootout loss, win, loss, win, loss. I mean, it was all right. You know, you got quite a few points, and then you got that shutout loss, and then it was just win, 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 win to end the season, end the month. So heading here into the month of March, sitting 10 points in the lead, 3 points behind the Oilers. Konopka with 78 points on the season. Let's take a quick look here how everyone is doing. Vicky Konopka, my dude, having a great season. Antonovich as well. Volkov has 77 points. Like 78, 77, and 76. So basically probably going to be a top line again. 55, 45, and 45. Browner's just kind of keeping it together there. And same with like Ekholm. You know, our bottom six is more of a defensive bottom six, and it's not the worst thing to say there. I think, you know, that's what Dwight Cook is definitely. Cody Little is more of a scorer. His offensive awareness, however, is only a 67 for the low top six. So You can see why some of the low end players have lesser stats because of. Here everyone is doing fantastic. See, okay, 70 penalty minutes and 62 games played. That's understandable. Matt Williams. Yeah, everyone is doing fantastic. In goal, of course, we want to double check Hamill and Leach. Those aren't the best numbers, but they're decent, especially with how high scoring has been. Yeah, let's go ahead. Trade deadline's up next. We'll go through that quickly. A couple games, or just one game against Anaheim coming up. While we go through that trade deadline, we will be a buyer, but we'll continue simming. So we don't care. Should have just kept the same one as we normally do, but hey, what can you do when you're top 2 team in the league, my friends? All right, trade alert. Sebastian Aho goes from Carolina to Columbus for a first and a third. Interesting. And we lose in overtime. We don't like to win at the beginning of the month, do we now? Uh-huh. All right, so we're going to take a quick look here at some of the trades that happened. Obviously, that big one. Rangers get Shane Bowers from Colorado for a first and a player. Carolina gives away Miguel Sergachev to Columbus for some players. Sammy Blaze goes back to St. Louis from Washington. Some player trades. Brant Clark gets traded from Colorado to Montreal for a first. Joel Eriksson Ek and some picks go to Toronto for some picks. Or it goes to Buffalo for Toronto for some picks. So only a couple big trades. But that is okay. We were not involved in any, as we normally aren't, but it's nice to kind of see where some of these guys are going. Columbus up next here, and then we continue the month. That's a 3-2 loss. Fantastic. St. Louis up next. We beat them 6-2, and Pittsburgh has fired head coach Justin Brown. Nashville up next, and we beat them. We do in overtime 2-1. Florida as well here on a Tuesday, beat them 3-1. Ottawa's up next, lose that one of course because they're the bottom barrel of the team. Same with Winnipeg, can't seem to beat those teams, but that's just the way it is. Beat Carolina of course, beat Buffalo finally 3-0. Colorado's up next, we beat them 6-5. Toronto, Pittsburgh, hey, it's the third back-to-back of the season with the two teams, and we beat both of them this time. It's not a win-loss, it's a win-win. Then we have a lose-win back-to-back against Vegas and Dallas. Dallas beats us 4-2. Then we come back and beat Vegas 3-1, leaving us 47-22-7 on the season. Absolutely legit. Not even going to look at everybody. 96 points for Konopkin, 76 games. It's not the pace they were on last year. Obviously, I don't know what the hell happened there. Like everybody just went off. But honestly, it's going to be good for us. We're going to have top-tier players again, and, well, as we always do. But it is nice that they just take a season off. Let's go ahead and just finish this season off. I'd like to hit 50. 55 would be even better. Oh, nice. Back-to-back wins. New Jersey's up next. That is a shootout loss. Then Washington, we beat them. Chicago's up next. We beat them. Montreal as well, and we lose that one. We were never going to get 55 now, were we? Because I can't count. But, 51, 23, and 8 on the season. Oilers with 113 points. We had 110. We were not able to come back. We'll be facing St. Louis in the first round. Blackhawks, Stars, Lightning, Sabres, Panthers, Maple Leafs, Flyers, Rangers, or Flyers. Oh, Senators. Rangers, Devils. I see. Not too bad. Konopka with 104 points on the season. Good for him. Let's go ahead and take a look how everybody ended up doing. 104, 103, 97. Yeah, like if you look at these guys, they all had 116 last season, 104 this season. Still pretty dang good. Antonovich. That second line, that's what I want to see. That's what I want to see out of my second line. I'm paying you a lot of money, but that's what I want to see. Maxime Fleury with 50 points on the season, legit. Corridon with 26 on the second pair. Connor Brown with 36. 40 points for Corridon, rather. Connor Brown with 36. Cody Little with 26 in his rookie season. Dwight Cook with 22. Jackie Froats with 21. Everyone over in double-digit points. That's great to see. Goaltending-wise, Hamill and Leach, you know, numbers aren't great, but what can you do, guys? Let's go entire league. Gauthier, best winner. Best save percentage in the league was Astapopoulos, and goals against average would have been Nilstrop. So, yeah, interesting there. Let's go to forwards. The leading point scorer is Fedoruk. Konopka was not able to beat McDavid with 2 points, so Edmonton likes to beat us where they can, it looks like. Looks like the best line in the NHL, or the best line in the NHL would go to Ratu, Keller, and Fedoruk. Absolutely legit. Good job, everybody. And Draisaitl, McDavid, Konopka, Volkov. So, third best line, or second best line technically, because Antonovich is there, and Yamamoto is below us. And then, yeah, that would have been it. So, can't be too upset. Team goal scoring leader on the season was Connor McDavid with 56. Assist leader on the season, Atu Ratu with 83. Antonovich 10 below him. Let's go. Let's take a look at the fights leader, because why the hell not? Damian Clancy with 18. Tom Wilson with 12. Fuck that guy. All right. So, it is playoff time, folks. Let's go ahead and... Oh, you know what? We didn't see how they did. Oh, they made it. Bedrick Coberley with 62 points, having a great season. I love to see it. So let's go ahead and focus on the team that means the most to us, the Tulsa Boars, your Central Division champions. And we will be playing the Vancouver Canucks in round 1. And we win that game 4-3. Heading into the second game in Tulsa. Canucks are here. They're scared. Can we win game 2? We do. 5-1. Game 3 is coming up next. And we beat that one 4-3. Back in Vancouver on a Saturday night. It's hockey time. And we lose that one 3-0. Fantastic. Back home in Tulsa. Game 5. We lose that one 4-3. I don't like the looks of this. Game 6, we cannot win it, and we are going to Game 7, which is absolutely lunacy. I wanted to sim, but let's go ahead and take a look at this team here, which we didn't do. 87, 88, and 80, 91, 90, and 60. I don't even care what this team looks like. Fuck them. Let's just beat them. Totally love how they tried to reverse sweep us, and it's not going to happen here. Period 1, Tulsa's up 3-0. McCauley, Volkov, and Volkov. Volkov within 10 seconds. Exactly 10 seconds between his goals. Boom, boom. I score here, boom. Oh. Modine right in front of the net. 15 minutes into the second, and we head into the last period. McCauley, Zadina, Brown, and Zadina. Zanita tried to come back, but it just didn't happen. We weren't going to let it. 3 stars on night. Volkov with 2, McCauley with 2, and Dustin Hamill with a really good save percentage. Attaboy. Whew! I was scared. Were you? Let's go ahead and see how this goes. Obviously, we didn't make it out of the first round. Unfortunately, but that is okay in the AHL. Alright, we will be playing the Dallas Stars next. Let's go ahead and actually take a look at their lines. Let's take a quick look at Vancouver, actually. Pedersen, Kyle, wow, Zadina. Imagine having this guy. Fuck. Nick Robertson, Brett Harrison, Melanson, Sawyer, Archukin, Ruzicka. They're comparable to us. I think these two are better than what we have. Defensively, Hughes, Sider, Francouz, Sarno. You know, yeah, they were a better team, 100%. We had the better goalie, though. Yes, please show me my lines. I know what they are. I do want to look at our lines before we get into this and just double check that we are ready to go. Dallas, Pernington, Alexandrov, Kaspar, Ilya Mikheyev, Nathaniel Lorentz, Carl Grunstrom, Masulis, Sagan, Meyer, Kolzov, Akil Thomas, Austin Wagner. Defensively, I mean, we are, I would say we're the better team here, goaltending-wise as well. But they have Vasi, and I know what that guy can do, especially in this game. Let's take a quick look at our lines then. 10, 4, 7. Okay. 7, 4, 3. Olvestad was 0 points in 7 games. Am I somewhat surprised? Not really. Alright. Okay, don't hate that. And goaltending-wise, Hamill. Neither look great. But of course, not really much we can do about it, folks. We're just going to have to get into it. Let's see how we stack up in overalls. 87, 88, and 80. They are 91, 89, and 81. I don't understand that with their goaltending. But hey, what are you going to do? Let's go ahead and beat them in game 1. We do 5-2. Game 2, they're in Tulsa, not far from Dallas. And we are up 2-0 after 2. Heading to Dallas, just down the highway. Let's go. We win that one 5-2. Game 4, let's close it out here, team, with a 7-6 win, and we do. Konopka with now 16 points in 11 games, and we'll continue on until the next round is over. Looks like we may be facing either Calgary or Edmonton. Edmonton has now tied it up. Ottawa goes on to face either New York or... forget who it was. All right. It was Philly, wasn't it? Yes, we'll go on to play Calgary. Calgary beat Edmonton, so that'll be an interesting series for sure. Philly and Ottawa in the East. So let's go ahead and take a look at our friends, the Calgary. Nope, I said the Calgary Flames. Tkachuk, Dvorak, DeBrincat. Funny seeing these two together again, London Knights players. DeBrincat, Besser, Batherson, Brassaw, Fiala, Henrik Borgstrom, Stefan Richard, Mike Amadio, Colton Sissons, Jonathan Drouin. Anybody not performing? No, everyone looks to be doing fairly well. Defensively, Ulevi, Polak, Kanaev, Wilm, Capobianco, and Terreau, Nilstrop. Nilstrop has been insane. All right. Well, that's where we are lacking. Let's see. As Antonovich picked it up, he's 11 and 11, 12. All right. Well, they're doing something. All right. They're trying. All right. Oh, all right. We're in the conference finals, second year in a row. Can we beat the Calgary Flames to make it all the way to the finals? We lose 2-0 in game 1. Game 2, still in Tulsa at the Slaughterhouse. Let's go. We lose that one in overtime. Heading to Calgary. I got to take a plane this time. It's a little bit further than Dallas was, and we lose that one 4-2. And our final game of the season. Let's go ahead and just sim through it. I hope we don't get swept here. Would be nice to do a reverse sweep on these fools. And we have a 1-1 tie after the first. Dvorak and Konopka score for the respective teams. And Tulsa comes back. Kornet and Volkov go up by 2. And then Polak brings it back to 1. And that's how they end it. Tkachuk and Brassois all score on Hamill, of course. And there's not much else that we can do. We will continue. I don't even want to look at 3 stars because it's not going to be any of us. Maybe Volkov made it. 20 points for Konopka. Just not good enough. That's twice now we've been swept in the conference finals in the last year. Not happy. Obviously, goaltending is a problem. It's a big concern of mine, and we all know why. So we're going to see how we do. We're going to be picking 29th overall again, or something like that. Ridiculous. Yeah, we're going to have to do the best. Calgary wins, of course. Ontario Reign, Calder Cup champions. Congratulations to both teams. Salary cap goes up just a tad, as it normally tends to do after it goes up. And of course, you know, the number one worst team in the league, Pittsburgh, can't do anything. They can never. No one ever gets the first overall pick. Anaheim jumps from 4-1, Minnesota 10-2, and Columbus 13-3. So congratulations to everybody who got screwed out of a decent pick. Hopefully, the player you do get will surpass the player you thought you wanted. So we'll go ahead and simulate to retirement day. Don't care about rankings. We'll see those in a minute. Retired players. We want to look and see who is leaving us. And we are losing people like Tyler Seguin, Artemi Panarin, Goudreau, Forsberg, Teravainen, Gallagher, Hurdle, Domi, Mantha, JT Miller, Zucker. Connor Brown is retiring. Oh, captain, my captain. Went from an 80 to a 74 in his retirement. My sir, I salute you. It will be an honor to run this team without you. You will be sorely missed, and if you do become anything in the league, I will be signing you. I don't care how crap you are, sir. Defensively, sorry about that. Dumba, Lindholm, Trouba, Morrissey, Severson, Nurse, Shea, Hag, Wolainen, Cuckoo, Siegenthaler, and in net, John Gibson, Matt Murray, Merzlikins, Albert, Korpisalos, Sterlers, Brossois, and I believe the only person leaving Tulsa will be Mr. Connor Brown. Good sir, 762 points in 1,226 games for 303 goals, 459 assists. For a 6th-round draft pick, putting up 750 plus points and playing 1,200 plus games, he did something right. Downtown Brown, what can I say? His best season with us was probably one of his 65 in his first, 69 there in 2025-26. Never that great defensively, but he did what he did for us because he loved this country. Let's see, losing anybody doesn't look like it. Nope. Nobody's retiring this year. Draft interviews. That's what we must do. Oh, nice. A medium franchise. Look at this. Medium elites. All 2 ways, too. Confirmed. So where are we drafting, folks? That's a low elite. Any confirms, like deep down? Doesn't look like it. All right. So let's take a look at who we got here. Rene Boudreau, 3 years out. Not terrible. Offensive and good balance, foot speed. Okay, we'll keep an eye on you, but I don't think you're going to work out. 3 years out for Per Sjorstrom. Confirmed 2-way. Okay, don't hate that. No weaknesses on this gentleman either. Mikhail Edler. Offensive instincts, character. Confirmed 2AD though. Bitsy, 5'11". No thank you. Callahan. 3 years Corey Crawford comparison. I like that. Edwin Matthews. Right D. Shoots right too, huh? Alright, we'll keep an eye on you for a minute. 4 years out, Matthias Ekholm comparison at 17, though. Lefty. Okay, I don't know, look at you. Clinton Mellenby. Foot speed, agility, face-offs. Witt's last size was bulk up. Might be a playmaker. Boris Nikulin. No, thank you. Even though you've got the Parise comparison. You're just not good enough right now. 4 years out at 18 is a little scary. And McEachran, 3 years out. Theo Fleury comparison, 6'1". See, I don't... Alright, so Rene Boudreau. I really like you. You're interesting. Though I think you might be a sniper, especially with the Voracek comparison. Shorstrom, 3 years out. Confirmed two-way. Probably a low. Yeah, you're more of a second round pick anyway. Mikhail Edler, 4 years out at 18. Again, so far down, I don't really want to risk taking you. Possibly a goaltender. Weakness is glove hand, stick usage, rebound control. I mean, we got to find somebody who's got decent stats, like rounded stats anyway, where we know they're not going to just fail us in the finals. Edwin Matthews, just for the name alone, 17. 3 years out, I don't hate. I'm going to take a look at him. Ezra Lannon. You're probably not who I'm looking for. 5'9", 4 years out, Mellenby. Okay, I gotta drop one of these 4. Alright. Okay, I don't want to drop Rene Boudreau just because he's up so high. Probably gonna do Mellenby, yeah. Alright. So we're gonna interview these players here. Play style. Play style. Sniper, yeah. That was my fear. Thank you, Rene. I appreciate you coming in today, but you're not the player I'm looking for. Interview player. Play style, that's the important thing. You have to be hybrid. Okay. And then from you, I just want your strengths and weaknesses, skills. Strengths. Shooting. Okay. You're a goalie. Why are you talking about deking and skating? All right. Don't interview goalies because it's a waste of time. Huh. So yeah, Jalen, what did that give me? What did that give me, bud? That was a waste. And then interview player. Play style. Okay, perfect. That's what I like to see. And you just tell me the same thing. Strengths and weaknesses, Edwin. You're a good skater. I like it. And your weakness? Physicality. Okay. I don't hate it. So, Edwin is possibly available in the second round at 60. We are going to be picking I don't know. We're gonna see what happens here. Am I gonna go for the goalie or am I gonna go for the defenseman? I want both. I want both. Before we start the draft, we have to go look at a couple things. First off, the awards. Flames ended up beating, obviously, Ottawa. Individually, Fedoruk, Draisaitl, Brandstrom, Volkov winning the Lady Byng this year. Best sportsmanship. All right, let's start from the beginning. Fedoruk winning the Art Ross, Hart going to Draisaitl, Norris going to Brandstrom for his second season. Volkov winning his first Lady Byng, Calder going to Bachman, Conn Smythe going to DBC, Nilstrop getting the Vesna, and Riopel winning the Jennings. Bill Masterson Memorial Trophy going to Kuhlman in Montreal. Jack Adams going to Buffalo's coach, who was actually our coach, one of our coaches last season. Frank Veselki going to Kaleo in Vancouver. Draisaitl winning the Lisney, and Maurice Richard going to McDavid. In the AHL, anybody from our team get anything? Doesn't look like it. All right, so that is that. The other thing I wanted to look at quickly is progress reports. Just kind of see how everybody did this season. Let's see. Modin's now an 87. DeRosier's an 87. Fleury's an 83, Dixon 81, Corrin an 84, Frost still an 82, Olvestad, Hamill's an 85 now, he's a medium starter, confirmed at 26, Ekholm 77, Smith 84, McCauley, let's see, Poirier, Card, Williams still 79, not much growth unfortunately, Cabriolet 77, and in the system, Goligoski is now 76. Let's see who's that. Shatan is now a 78, possibly backup goalie next season. We'll have to see what is going to happen there. So let's go ahead and jump into this draft. It's going to be an interesting one. Let's go ahead and just sim to pick number 30. Ooh, it's going to be tight against the defender. Afanasenkov went, what? Why did you fuck up so hard? You just gave them one Gronowski, man. He's an 84 overall at 18. Look at that shooting category. 88 offensive awareness. Guy can skate fucking faster than I can fucking even blink. Like, are you dumb? You wanted a right wing? Is that why? You could have had a sniper, dog. Dude, not even close. You fucked up, Anaheim. You heard it here. Teams that have fucked up so far in this series. LA. Anaheim. San Jose, you're next, aren't you? God damn. Yeah, Yannick was a medium elite. He would have been a nice pickup in the top 10. Let's go ahead and just take a look here. Doesn't really matter. Let's just actually make our pick. Honestly, our options are slim. Do we take the chance and get the goalie, or do we take the chance on Edwin Matthews a little bit later? Honestly, goaltending. He is a medium starter. Fantastic. We fucked that up, didn't we? Jump to pick 62. Edwin Matthews went there, low 4. Okay. So honestly, we didn't really fuck up as much as I thought we did. Letting in Marsh. Let's just double check. There was nobody here that stood out. Inglis, medium 4. I don't even remember him. But he is also garbage. Tucker was a medium 9. Francois Cons. No, like. I would have been more upset if we went after Matthews and then that medium 4 guy was there, because that would have really sucked. But medium starter is still fairly decent. I just got to check the last two because it'll piss me off if I don't. Yeah, no, don't care. All right, round 2. Let's just make our picks and see how this all works. Got you and Tia, you, and you. Maybe. Shut up! I'm not hoarding all the goalies, okay? I'm just going to do it now before I forget. We're going to call a 5-minute timeout. Make our pick. Go back here. We'll do forwards. Sullivan. But see, you have puck protection and offensive instincts? That's what makes me think you're a two-way. But you might also just be... Oh, you are confirmed a two-way. Okay. Huh. I kind of like O'Sullivan more. Take a look at D-Men. Alright, so you're a righty. UC and Tia, 4 years out. Leadership, mobility, foot speed. I mean, you could be a two-way. Don't like you. I know. Don't like you, Braylon. Alright, Untonen. I just don't feel it. I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling it. And then in goal. and 20. Yeah, no, not feeling it. Alright. Let's go back to all players. We've got 2 we're looking at. Antia, 17, possibly 4 years out. Leadership, mobility, no weaknesses. Dominic O'Sullivan, 20 years old, confirmed two-way forward. We are going to go with Antia just because he's younger. And he is a medium 6, 62 overall. Let's go ahead and take a look here at who we missed out on. Doesn't care about any of those guys. Darby. O'Sullivan was a medium 9. And Goran was a medium 6. He was kind of somebody I was interested in, but wasn't sure. Keeping was a 64 medium 9. Utonen was a medium... Yeah. Curry. Yeah, Curry was medium elite, 63 overall, but still 4 years out. Not good enough. You got to take that stuff into Bissonnette again. He was even worse. Chiodo, Friesen, Reichel. Yeah. Oh, we made the right pick, I feel. Leaving with somebody like Elliot Martinez, who was somebody we were looking at in the last round, which is fantastic. We'll take a look at these guys here. Don't worry, we'll use the thing if we have to. We're going to stop caring as much anyway about who got drafted afterwards, because honestly it doesn't matter. Namaki. Alright, Ned Ekblad. Nope. Call another timeout here because I sneezed. And cut it. And... Alright, hold on. Forwards. Tarnquist. Alright, Mark Ninamaki. Dice. Lieb. Defenseman. We're gonna have a lot here. Tarnquist, who I don't hate. Possible. Ray Reich. Ray Reach. Don't like you as much. or you. Jimmy McCabe's not terrible. 3 years out, possibly at 18. McCardle, and then Martinez. Possibly a low elite. I think we're just going to snag Martinez now and hope for the best. He was a low 4. You know, not great. Not amazing, but... Alright, so this hasn't been the greatest draft for us, but don't want you. But you gotta see what's available, when it's available, and if it's gonna fit. Look at this, just a medium 4 Agostino. Like, he's 19, he's 5 years old. He's not gonna be great, but just having that potential in the roster is always great to have. All right, so Boro, 1-on-1. He's definitely a sniper. Though I might just take him. You know, like you, Perot, Marco. Yeah, it's just going to be Boro. I know he's not a 2A, but he's marked as one, and we'll take that low top 9 sniper. Oh my goodness. Gotta sign that guy. Alright. We're going into the 5th round, pick 158. It's day 2. Let's see. Yeah, you know what? Let's just see what else is available here. Alright. I mean, why not, right? Who's going first? You would be going first. You are a medium bottom 6 playmaker. That's okay. Who is next? We're just literally just picking these 3 players because there's no point in going through at this point. Fred Jeffrey is next, a low bottom 6 2A. And last but not least, not even said to be drafted, a medium 7th offensive defenseman. So, the draft was not as great as we had hoped, unfortunately. It is what it is, though. Callahan, Antilla, Martinez, you know, some decent prospects, but nothing fantastic. So, it was another season of being one of the best teams in the league. It was another season of making it to the conference finals. However, it was another season of being swept in the 3rd round. So, until next time, fam, thank you so much for cheering on the Boars. I do appreciate each and every one of you. Much love, and I will see you very, very soon. Bye.